Ugh, feels so alive. The opening riff sounds like we're on a game show or something. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, it was the arena. The false arena. This time, it's the true arena. It wasn't even the arena's final form. Oh, it's intense. It's not just white hot, it's blue hot, which isn't as hot as white hot would be, actually. Rankings! Who's beaten this crazy thing? Well, Scene has done it once again. Proton John has done it. And that's it. Yes, I know it's pronounced Sean. I like saying it that way because it's funny. Anyway, starting up. Ooh, much more serious, but all the same power-ups are available anyway. Once again, fire good. Pretty good DPS and some decent range on it. Hammer does the most damage of them all. There are nuke power-ups if you would prefer to take your chances on the abilities that bosses will give you and just nuke one that you want to get out of the way first. You can keep resetting until the one you don't want to see is the first one. Wheel's got some cheese strats associated with it thanks to all the iframes. And I want to bring up the legitimate points of using defensive copy abilities. I might not be the biggest fan of, say, Parasol, but Stone has Heavy Slam, which has some iframes as it starts up, does a ton of damage, this is done by down attacking in the air, and then has unlimited iframes until you turn back from being a rock. Abilities such as Leaf or Bell have perfect guards. As long as you're on the ground, you're able to guard any attack. Many boss attacks are so powerful that they will hit through guards normally, not so with these abilities. Survival is a very valid tactic, especially when things are as hard as they are today. I was originally going to talk about this later, but I kind of figured that if you're checking out this video, you want to know how to beat it. Archer has a perfect guard that can be attacked from behind. In this form, Kirby is invincible except during his very short attacks that reach all the way to the edge of the screen. And thus, it's almost impossible for bosses to actually kill you. As long as you've learned the appropriate times to poke out from behind that perfect guard when the enemy's vulnerable, and that's not even to say that you couldn't choose to just use the fully charged arrow attack whenever possible, which hits for about as hard as a good hammer attack, there's not a lot that a boss could actually do to you. I've never personally used the strategy, I just know of it, and on top of that, a lot of you are recommending it. I thought I'd be remiss to not talk about it. You won't be setting any records with that, though. You're gonna need some kind of DPS build if you're gonna be doing that and making it sound like a lot more than it actually is. I'm gonna give it probably an honest effort or two with Hammer, but not much more than that. Let's play. These are the DX versions of the bosses that Dedede fought, though with a little bit less health than the first time he battled against them. They're quite a lot tougher than your average fare, even still with the lower health. Their attack patterns are much more aggressive. They move a lot faster as well. So just be careful. Again, survivability is king. Not only that, but as I learned kind of late in Dedede Tour and couldn't really make full advantage of it, oh, that's bad. That's really, really bad. There are new descriptions for these guys. Kirby has defeated Krako countless times, but as long as the clouds still hang in the sky, Krako will never give up the fight. They might not be terribly interesting by comparison to what we got to see on the first round, but that does allude to the whole thing of Krako being immortal and taking his losses personally, being obsessed with taking down Kirby. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll show you the highlights of my attempts. The once small flower has grown into a deluxe size and has gone berserk. Its relation to Wispy Woods, which makes its home in Dreamland, is unknown. Born from a forgotten painting made by a mysterious brush, Painter DX has come to take her revenge. One must wonder if the painter who created her regrets giving her form. The statuesque snake was once seen by the people of the sky as a symbol of peace. However, it's since been corrupted by an evil magic and has become a scourge on the land. Something that I'd like to bring up on this first attempt that I haven't verbally said yet. The down B attack. Good on Dedede, also good on Kirby. Honestly, because Kirby was smaller, I didn't really think of it having that good of a hitbox, but it's great at making you invincible in a pinch. The dash attack is great because of how long it is and you're invincible for the whole thing, but the down B can still be great in a pinch and is absolutely what you should be using when you're not sure. A big difference in this mode is that unlike the previous time where you had 2 copy abilities to choose for each fight, this time it's only 1, the other will always be sleep. Only 1 Maxim tomato. The others are all normal tomatoes, and that's all they recover. Oh, no, I was doing so well! Ah! Round 2! You'll get them next time. Holding you to that. Purple Landias, good touch. I never let her live long enough to do that before. I ended his phase by smacking him in the tongue. I imagine that would hurt. This is really funny to see happen. Dark Meta Knight's Revenge is the end of this run. Man, I didn't think he was gonna attack behind him. He's back with a vengeance. The darkest shadow of the strongest warrior sealed in the labyrinth of the mirror for eons. This Dark Knight has returned with one thing on his mind: revenge. Just felt like reading that again. A lot of you were telling me that this is not the same character as Galactonite, and bad wording on my part. I meant to say that he shares attacks with that character. He's not quite the same. He is a copy of Meta Knight from Kirby and the Amazing Mirror that is in the Dimension Mirror. He is very similar to Galactonite in appearance and in abilities, but he is not the same character. That's not what I meant. God, jeez. Just guards everything. He's so fast. I can barely stay away from this ass. Or the rest of him, for that matter, but he's not that big, so it's not like the rest of him is that far away from the ass. Oh, come on. Yeah, I didn't even get him halfway. The boss order is random. It's Queen Sectonia DX on the 4th to last fight, Shadow Deity on the 3rd to last fight, Dark Meta Knight's Revenge on the 2nd to last. I can't believe I made it this far on this attempt. I got half a health bar, no item in my pocket. I think my best bet is just gonna be abusing the ever-living piss out of my invulnerability. That's what it's gonna take. I just gotta do my down attack and my dash attack no matter what he does. Keep my distance, do that whenever possible. Crap, I've already taken damage. Well, maybe it wasn't as foolproof as I thought. I was like a million miles away from you, and your sword is like 1 inch long. What gives? Come on. I can get him on a pass there if I'm invulnerable, which is nice. Here he comes. Okay, dodge out of the way with it. There we go. He's actually decently vulnerable during that attack, too. Oh, no, 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 no! You think that's enough hits for one combo attack? Yeah. At least it feels kind of doable now. I feel like I can get through it. It's just a matter of getting there with enough health. And maybe messing up like 2 less times. And landing my attacks. And not sucking. Jeez. His attacks last like 2 hours, so you can't really abuse the invulnerability from taking your copy ability back. Again, it's like they thought of that. Okay, phase 1 down. Background. You've seen this attack before. You're gonna do it over there. And then just before this one's gonna hit me. Oh no, it lasts longer, it lasts longer, it lasts longer. You gotta use invulnerability, I think. Either that or I just didn't see it right. Yeah! Get spanked! Get spanked! With a hammer! Hurts, doesn't it? Guess what? He wasn't the final boss. No, there's one more. And you know what else? I know nothing about this. I chose willingly to not get all the way to the end of the true arena in all of my preparation for this. I just know that this thing is called the Soul of Sectonia, and I am deathly afraid of it. Let's try. Let's see if we can make a miracle. Like all of our mothers and fathers did. Huh? I repeat, huh? This was foreshadowed that there was one more final challenge as we saw this form of her in the Deity credits. It was the one thing in those credits that we hadn't seen. I knew it. I saw it coming. I felt it in my bones, but I was just barely too late because how fast they move. Those little vines off to the side scare me. Yeah, they're used for attacks. Totally are. Just playing it safe. Phase 1 down. Only 4 to go. She's using the power of the dream stock against us. Fine. Double fine. Okay. You can hurt them in that. Okay. Good to know. Okay, she roars just before she uses those. Those are vulnerable to attacks. Phase 2 down. Oh, bottomless pits. You're gonna claim my copy ability. I can just feel it. More chances to attack her, though. Our down attack might be good during this to just clock a lot. Oh, boy. Yeah, it does. I'm not doing it right now, but oh, boy. Wow, this is crazy, and that's it. Okay. Please give me stars. I'd love it if you did. Down. Is she gonna get smart and know to attack me up here? Or is she just gonna keep shooting? That probably hits for more damage than it did before now that they're focusing 5 lasers in one place. Damn it. It's a really tight window. There it is! One more phase down! Can we get to the part where I just suck up your laser with Hypernova and press B to win? Because that'd be really cool if we could. Oh, this attack! Oh no! I was hoping for that attack and I messed it up. Damn it, I had to spit it at her, otherwise I was risking death. 3 of them, okay. She's roaring. 1, 2, and 3. Didn't get any stars, though. Laser, okay, that's fine. She'll never find me up here. I don't know. Oh, no, she did! Okay, if I had to beat my end anyway, I'm happy it was that. I'm so close. I can smell it, and it smells like a lily. So everyone, we gotta talk. As of now, I have been here doing attempts for about 2 hours. Little more. I know that's not unusual. True arenas are hard. They really are. Been that way since Superstar. And this game is considered pretty notorious in that respect. I get it. It was bound to happen. But I want to say, it's very hard to talk and play at the same time after you haven't been doing that for a little while, that if I give this another hour of attempts and it doesn't pan out, I'm gonna start using cheese strats. I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could do it for real, but if it just doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. To give you an idea of how hard I've been playing, my 3DS's circle pad is kaput. I'm playing using the D-pad because the rubber piece on the end broke off, and I'm gonna have to find a way to reattach it. This thing is a modded recording system, which you can't get anymore, so that's kind of troublesome, and I can't exactly keep playing for too much longer if I'm going to maintain the health of this system. I can kind of sort of reattach the circle pad. I prefer playing with it, actually, for sake of comfort over long periods of time. I know the D-pad's more precise, but this is hours of playing we're talking about, and those things do have jagged edges, so it's just what I prefer for this particular thing. That's why I'm setting a time limit. If I can't do it in probably 3 or 4 more attempts, then I'm gonna call it quits and try a different strategy. It's still possible, just not probable. Archer was there. Do I... Oh my god, you're giving me Archer now. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it. This fight sucks. It's really, really hard to do. I've never done this before. I'm gonna try. I just want to do it. The HAL laboratory sign? What about... This is sad. This is actually really sad. I feel dirty. Even that doesn't hurt me as long as I don't attack. That's really funny. He looks so pissed off. I would be too, honestly, if I wanted to fight the great Star Warrior Kirby, and this is what he did to me. Makes sense why he was beating all these intergalactic baddies all these years. Oh, no! Shot him up the ass! Out of the sky! Now that is a skill shot. Here he comes. Oh no, look, a bush. Careful you don't hit it in flight, buddy. Oh, 3. Oh, no. How stupid of you. You're flying into a bush. How could you do such a make such a mistake twice? 6 times, actually. Nothing to see here. Just an ordinary bush. Do you think the queen will fall for this one? Here comes. Oh, a tornado? Tornado is no match for a bush. I'm just poking him in the ankles. You cannot skewer a bush. Don't you know how much negative space there is between its branches? Oh wow, I can't believe that actually let me attack without getting hurt. I realized a second too late. Oh my god, no, I shouldn't be attacking right now. Oh no, they're elevated 1 centimeter off the ground. My one weakness. I don't know what's sadder, the fact that that actually worked or the fact that I lost 1/3 of my health doing it. Had to learn the rules, had to walk before I could run. And oh boy, are we running now. I don't know how effective this is going to be on her. I can only attack level to the ground, and her hitboxes certainly aren't level to the ground. I'm sure that the strategy is more so that you do this on the regular baddies, you come all this way, and then you just do a good job with Archer. So I can see myself still failing this. Which, a small part of me kind of is hoping that I do, just because I really wanted to do it my way. Nothing to see here, just an ordinary bush. It is your kind, right? You're a plant. You're a friend to plants of all. Oh no, oh, gold one. Don't think we've seen that yet. That's an attack we haven't seen before. But, no, Kirby. Stop. Careful. You hit me. It's because I'm nudging. Okay, it's because I'm nudging a direction. I can't walk into it at the same time. Yeah, I'm gonna fail this. Your lasers are no match for trees. It's the New World Order of Plants. Did you hear about it? Oh no! Bushes! You wouldn't hurt a bush, would you? It's one of you. Would you even kill a block to defeat us? I just realized, Tyranza's final words and offering can no longer reach her ears. The former queen has become a pitiable husk in those throes of madness after losing everything. She has consumed the world, and all she has left to cling to is her vanity. That's deep, actually. You wouldn't see that anywhere else because the soul of Sectonia is exclusive to the True Arena. Oh boy. No! Well, I deserve that. That's fine. That's fine. Here I was thinking, great, she's doing the attack where I can suck in the stars, but I didn't catch myself falling off of the cliff. I have to say, this is a cheap trick that does work well. I'm not discrediting it whatsoever, but it's not perfect against every boss. A lot of bosses are elevated so that you can't truly do this for a long time unless you sit there and wait them out for like 10 minutes. And for that reason, I think I do want to say that this isn't quite as cheap as I made it out to be. Like I said, I hadn't really tried it before today. I just knew that it was kind of the way to do it easily. It is easier than Hammer, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, I feel like I'm having to work for it a little bit here. If only because I'm getting used to them. Seriously, I am low on health. Sectonia down, I have counted. I've taken 8 hits so far. I've been hit an average of 1 time per boss. That not bad. That really not bad. Usually emphasis is done by enunciating and not by slurring your words. Oh. I found a way to make it work. We'll go into Dedede. I'm not even going to heal for this. Famous last words, but you know. Hanging by a thread. Oh, that was a bad fight. That might be the worst attempt at Shadow Dedede I've ever had. I was just attacking Forest at the end because I'd taken so much damage I was certain I was going to die, and yet somehow I'm still here. I'll take tomatoes. Fighter Kirby, not really good in vulnerability. Let's just go for it. We're gonna have 1.5 health bars roughly going into Soul of Sixtonia. This is the best chance yet. As long as I don't fall into a stupid bottomless pit for like the 15th time. Keychains. Leaf Kirby. Leaf has a perfect guard and it does have range. It does have that upward attack that can hit directly above me, but I think I'm gonna say no to it. That is definitely a good power-up for survivability, but I think I just gotta do this. I say before I give in and run like a coward all the way back to Archer. Gonna go back in. Whoop! Zondi. It's called playing this before. Wow, that was a very simple phase 1. The fact that the vines can be hurt as well means that 2 targets can be hit at once, and that's exactly what you want. Oh no, there goes the hammer. Okay. I'm so paranoid now. I'm sure she doesn't do it until the last phase, but I feel it in my bones every time. You don't unlearn pain like that. That's the next phase down. My heart is pounding. I feel my body moving. Okay, if you start on the attack that I think you... Yes, you do. Good. Suck him in. Oh. Okay, they behave very differently on that attack now. It's not quite as exploitable as it once was. I'd expect no less. Here they come. I wish I could get in some cheap damage during this. There it comes. And then the last one, fly up. Not bad. No stars, but it's to be expected some of the time. Okay, so is it homing? No, she just outright does it in reverse, expecting you to expect that. That's pretty evil. And there's only 2 lasers, too. Okay, going down. I'm not committing too far to either direction. I don't care what you do. No, need to learn these attacks, need to learn when the stars show up. It's my only shot at doing this. There that goes. Boom! Okay, good hit, good hit. Pretty decent. Oh, and these go in a square now. Good. Oh, and this is a diamond pattern. Not gonna get that. Okay, here's this attack. I can't... Oh! That's nothing like it was before. It's like fighting Team Star Fox. What now? Okay, this thing. This is really hard to keep track of. I don't really even see what's going on all that well right now. At least it's short. What next? This. Come over. Don't really. Just give me the stars and nobody will get hurt. Gotcha. Boom. I'm gonna heal up right now, just to be safe. I know that was a little bit early compared to how I usually do it, but I just don't want to take chances right now. I'm so effing nervous, putting it eloquently as I can. These are gonna have are these gonna have stars? Yes, they are. No, didn't quite get the hit. I'm so sorry to all the kids watching this with their parents right now! I usually don't do that, but she is one! Do I have to do the hypernova section? Please don't tell me I have to do the hypernova section, though. It would be really satisfying to just shoot your own laser back at you right about now. Oh no, I do have to do the hypernova section, don't I? It's just press B to win, okay? It's just press B to win. Unless they changed up her attacks. Oh my, there's another phase?! Are you kidding me? I would have never used my tomato right then if I knew that. I have no copy ability. Do those things give cutter, maybe? Yes, they do. Okay, we're in business. This attack has invulnerability. Okay, so it seems like she's relatively limited. I don't want to commit to that, though. I'm going to behave. Yeah, okay, she does have attacks we haven't seen yet. She was just kind of testing me at that first one. What does this give? Okay, no poison, Kirby. No poison, Kirby. God dang, how are you supposed to avoid all that crap? I really thought that was it. I was thinking, great, harder version of the final boss. All the attacks changed. Makes sense. Nope. Not enough for Sextonia. She's just got to be... Oh, the guys that said give leaf, give spark. Some of you were making fun of me for that, and I didn't know exactly why. Now I know. I was like, what? They're green. Now they give spark. That spark shield did come in handy. Didn't there. Can't rely on it too much. I'm back from a break. I chose to not play for a day to clear my head about things, and I've decided this is the time that we do it. I'm gonna give Hammer 2 more attempts. It's my favorite power-up. I wanted to do it with it, but like I said at the beginning, I wasn't totally against the idea of doing easier strats. I'll give it these 2 attempts so I have 1 practice run, 1 for real run. Let's get into it. Let's do it! And if we don't, we'll switch to easier stuff. Landed on his head. I regrettably had to use the Maxim Tomato on him. I was down to 1 sliver, and I felt it necessary, so that means I don't get a health recharge on this last fight. I mean, I'll eat the tomato just cuz. Doesn't take away any time. I got to the last battle on my first try back. I barely have any health. I have no recoveries. Had I not used that Maxim Tomato, I might have actually had a really good shot this time around. I have to not get hit against a boss that... Frankly, the one time I've ever seen her do anything, I felt overwhelmed and could barely tell what was going on. Well, that didn't last long. Second attempt with Hammer. That was a pretty good first attempt back. I made a few mistakes just out of not remembering, but it came back to me pretty fast. Yeah, why not? I'll eat the other tomato for good luck. Well, maybe I'll let it grow. Like my chances. I need a cheesy metaphor right now. It's how heroes get out of situations like this all the time. Half health? A third health? Half health? Maybe-ish? I'm gonna play this defensively. Gonna wait till I get a copy ability before I seriously try to attack her. If an attack opportunity falls into my lap, I'll take it. Jeez. Games for kids, have some mercy. No! I really thought I had... You know what, though? That shows I can do it. It shows that my execution's getting better. It shows that I'm learning the attacks of the last fight. It shows that I don't need the cheese strats. One more. I'll go one more. a night! Keychain 1, keychain 2, keychain 3. I feel lightheaded after that shouting. Okay. I'll take that last little bit of health. I got 2 full health bars. Let's play, Sectonia. Not bad. I lost my hammer ability at the very last second because she mixed it up on the laser. Either I've never seen that pattern before or it reacts to what you're doing, and it just so happened to always be reacting by aiming up in the sky. So my feeling is, play this very safe, get Spark early, and then just do contact damage whenever she gets near. It's a more defensive strategy, but that just emphasizes how much I think survivability is a good thing in the true arena. Let's do this. Let's read this. She's fed off countless hosts and now cannot remember her true form. A voice called out to help her, but has since fallen silent. Before the night ends, she must be given her eternal beauty sleep. I was reached out to by Jedi Willie W on Twitter, who told me that in Japanese, this text is in first person. I have leached off and possessed countless forms. Which one was my real one? I can't remember any longer. A voice calls out to me, but I can no longer hear it. Before the break of dawn, I will have my eternal rest. Leave it to Kirby to have the best villains. Just so haunting, just what it says. It makes you feel so sorry for her, and for Taranza at that. I genuinely do feel really bad for her. The fact that she can't remember who she originally was, implying that she might not have originally even been a bee at all. That might have just been a form and name that she took over in an attempt to become more and more perfect and get more and more perfect hosts. Because you don't really think that she would have that kind of story when you first look at her. Here we go. You're going to launch your Scepters attacks. Sectonia can handle these guys. There we go. Nope. Be careful. Oh, no. Okay. Gotta be more careful than this. Not what I call being careful. There it is. We got Spark. It's gonna go in the middle. Don't bother building up the Plasma Kirby power right now. Why would I do such a thing? All right. Okay. We got my big cowardly shield up. Let's use it. She'll come to me. Like so. A little bit more than I wanted. I'm gonna heal right now in case she has a giant FU attack, because I don't want to find out if she does. Full health. She's a little less than full health. Just gotta stay ahead of the curve, stay ahead of the average, and we should be okay. Got in 2 hits. Good. She's almost a quarter of the way down. There's this poison attack again. I just stay in the corner and guard whenever she does that. You can see what direction it's gonna come from based on the direction that it goes kerblooey, and it always rebounds. Spark Shield is also nice. Did that antler just hit the other antler? I know friendly fire is a thing, but I didn't think it quite worked that way. That's kind of funny. Sorry, Charlie from accounting. You're done. Oh, God. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Little hit. Got another little hit. All right. Halfway. Just about. There we go. Halfway. Told you. Good. Good execution. Oh, I can hit those from down here. They're actually vulnerable. And they count as part of her body. Wow. Okay, that's really good. That is a good tip. The fact that they're just high enough that the spark shield at max size can still hurt them. I wasn't looking at the correct one. I was looking at the one next to me, expecting it to be that one. It's okay, though. We clocked a lot of damage in return for those few hits. And now a completely new attack. So this thing moves all about in 3 dimensions. Just be ready for it. 3D on will help. I believe that this also counts as a part of her. Oh, God. It flattens you. Get up, Kirby. Come on. Go. I wonder how my cat thinks I'm talking to him. Oh, no, 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 no. Get over there. Get over there. Get over there. Get over there. I am okay with half health if it means getting it back. Oh, God. You really should get tired after an attack like that and let me hit you for a few seconds. Just saying. That's just generally how these things go. You need to follow the bad guy rules. You're in a video game. You've seen this pattern before. Just stand here. Thank goodness they don't adjust their aim like they did back in phase 1. Oh! Okay, a few hits. The spark shield works so well because by just avoiding her attacks naturally, you'll get in a little damage each time. And it provides a decent shield, too, against certain things. Good. If she's got another desperation attack, I don't know it. The fire is her most powerful attack, that I am aware of. Guard. Man, you're like Ness's PK Starstorm. What gives? Now's not the time to be taunting. I need to buckle down and do this. The fact that that's part of her body really helps. I don't know the anatomy of a Queen Sectonia, but I don't care. Oh no! It's bad. It's bad. She's actually catching up. Yes! Don't have a phase 7, please! That's enough phases for one boss! I did it! I didn't use the T-struts! And I came up with that spark thing on my own! I didn't read about that anywhere. I didn't know anything about this fight before now, and just... may this recording have taken. If anything happened to it, I don't know what I would do. Sectonia is such a beautiful villain. I'm so glad that I did. 23 minutes, 17 seconds. How do I stack up on the leaderboards for street passing? Oh, keychains. Uja. Recoloring Smash Bros. Assets to make original characters. Master Hand appeared in Amazing Mirror. I was gonna say Adventure in Dreamland. No, the Nightmare in Dreamland and the original one being called Adventure. I think he's in mine though, but yeah. That's a recolor of Master Hand with a few extra pixels added in for originality's sake. Dark Meta Knight. I would like to point out to you that this is the last challenge of the ball, and that means that Meta Knight himself makes no appearance in Kirby Triple Deluxe, one of the few times that has ever happened. We fought Dark Meta Knight's Revenge, a copy of him made by the Dimension Mirror, And he appears in keychains, though Meta Knight himself has never appeared. Chef Kawasaki, that's a good one. Kirby's ruining my restaurant. I've watched that show a lot since you guys have been recommending it to me. Super Spicy Kirby, we already had that. Bobby Bros Jr. Freeze Kirby. Aw, little Popo. Ball Kirby already had. Biospark. I believe it's pronounced Bioshock. Oh, more. Fire Lion. Looks very icy. That's what technical limitations will do to you. Fire Lions are a bit too awesome for the Game Boy hardware. Rankings. How do we do? I beat Sean. I didn't beat Proton John. Okay, well, we're tied. We're tied. We'll call it a draw. Actually, no, I know how to decide this. Do I really want to decide this? I really don't, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to go to the regular arena, and he's going to have a better time than me, and I'm not going to beat him, because that's how it always is. You don't beat Proton John at video games. 11? Okay, so I beat Sean. He's frowning at me! Oh, it feels so satisfying. It's like a computerized avatar of him is emoting for him. So 2 out of 3. He did the true arena better than me. I did the regular arena, and D2 were better than him. Wow. I also found out that Sean is a viewer, and I didn't know that. Maybe I had this 3DS on me at a convention or something? I don't think I carried stuff around with me. We did all that for a measly 2% more completion. Well, I think that's it for now. Next time on Kirby Triple Deluxe, it's the bonus video. Everything that we have not seen yet, except for Kirby Fighters. That'll have to happen another time. See you guys then. Gonna have a sip of my stuff for the rest of the night. I can't wait.